Welcome back to Money is Blind podcast. I'm your host Prasoon, and today we'll be continuing with Streamyard, the web application, the software that I'm going to use to record the podcast interview. So, I've been talking about how you can sign up for a Streamyard account and how you can use Streamyard to record an interview, whether you want it as a video podcast interview or just a normal voice only interview. Everything can be done with StreamYard. So you can find the link to the last episode that I done on StreamYard in the show notes, or else you can just go back one level. I published that episode today, and I'm planning to use StreamYard for just one reason, because I don't want to make any more mistakes while recording a podcast interview. So, because scheduling an interview, getting the dates which is convenient for both the host as well as the guest to record the interview is very, very crucial. And once everything is set, you don't want to make a mess out of it. So, you have to be extra careful. So, I learned my lesson. First time I tried to record this interview, I was using just Google Meet and the MacBook's built-in QuickTime video player. I have done several recordings like that using the same two softwares, but that day I was also using an earphone, the Apple AirPods, and that's why the sound was not coming through the MacBook's speaker, but it was coming through the AirPods. And so QuickTime recorded my voice very neatly, but the guest, his video was recorded okay, but his voice was not at all audible. So I lost the very first interview because of my negligence, because of my carelessness, and that's why I'm planning to use another software. StreamYard is not a free software, but you can use it to record up to 2 hours every month, and you can use the same software to stream live videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all your social medias for up to 5 hours a month. So these are the features which comes bundled in the free plan offered by StreamYard. And the basic plan, it goes up. The number of recording hours that you get in 1 month, that goes up, and it also starts at $20 a month. So today I linked one of my YouTube channel with StreamYard, and I wanted to test it before recording the same interview tomorrow. So Sam has kindly agreed to do the same interview one more time, and you can expect that interview to be published next week. So it's going to be recorded tomorrow, and before I send him the link to join the studio, Streamyard has a studio built into the software. I wanted to test it. So today evening, after reaching back home, I opened the Safari app in my iPhone and I went logged in to StreamYard. You just have to create an account, and once your account is created, all you need to do is to log in. So in StreamYard, every time you try to log in, you will have to enter your email address and they will send you a verification code. So there is no password that you have to remember, because every time this session has to be live, and maybe that's why they are not using a usual username and password authentication system to log in. Instead, they are depending upon a one-time password which is sent to your registered email address. So this session has to be opened till the recording gets uploaded to the StreamYard servers. So even after you finish recording the show, you should not close the browser if you are using Chrome or any other internet browser. You shouldn't close that tab or window, because it stores the voice clip and the video clip locally, and once the recording is finished, it then starts uploading to the servers. So once the upload is complete, then we'll be able to download it. So what did I do? I linked, after logging in, I went to destinations. I linked my YouTube channel to this software, which is Streamyard. I gave them all the permissions which is required. And once the connection was established between Streamyard and my YouTube channel, I was ready to go live. And here there is a tip. You need to enable live feature in your YouTube channel before you can do this. So for that, there is no subscriber minimum limit, as I mentioned in the last episode. But for doing this in your YouTube app in your smartphone, whether it's an iOS or an Android phone, you will have to get at least 50 subscribers. But you can do it for free, even without getting any subscribers, even with 0 subscribers in the web. So you have to use the laptop or your desktop, and any browser, any internet browser would be enough. So you can do that. So once you request YouTube to enable the live option, it will take 24 hours. So be planned well in advance, because if the interview is tomorrow, you should activate the live feature at least today, because it takes 24 hours for YouTube to verify your account and enable it. So do it, only then you will be able to connect it with Streamyard. And after that connection is done, after that connection is successful, you can go to broadcast. And when you're creating a new broadcast, there are 3 options. You can either go live, that is streaming directly from Streamyard to the social media. Here in my case, it will be YouTube channel. You can also record that same live video. And the second option is going straight to the recording studio. This is the option that I tried with my family, my wife tonight, and I had a problem. So I created a recording studio within broadcast in Streamyard, and I named it testing interview. You just have to name it, give it a title, and that's it. You can enter. When you try to enter the studio, they will ask for your display name. You can give input your display name, and once you enter, you will find an option to invite your guest. So it can be done in many ways. Create a link. You can share it to your guest through email, and once you share the link with your guest, they can just click on the link. They don't have to create an account. They will have to enter a display name, which will be shown in the video. So they have to just enter this one field, their name, and then go straight to the studio. So when we enter the studio, Streamyard will ask permission to use our microphone as well as our camera, because microphone is required to record our voice, and camera is required to record our video. So give permissions for both, and that's it. So initially I thought there's no need to press on the record button, but there is a record button, and everything is accessible using Voiceover. I tried it, I recorded it, I was able to mute and unmute it in Safari on iPhone using Voiceover, navigation gestures and all. And there are so many features. There are banners, there are visual effects, you can put a green background, you can stream another video within this stream, within this recording, anything. There are so many options in there, but just stick with the basics. Your guest will also have to grant the permission to use their device's microphone and camera. But my wife, she was using her iPhone. She did give the permissions, and she entered the studio for recording after entering her name in the field. But there was a problem. She was able to hear from my side because I was a host, and I was not able to hear her side. So she said her microphone was enabled, and I checked it using Voiceover in her phone, but it was not audible. So even after finishing the recording, I was able to play back the video file. It was in the videos menu in Streamyard. So you can go there and the recording will be there. I think Streamyard will retain these videos which are recorded for like 14 days, after which they delete those videos. So you can always go immediately to the video section and download the file and edit it, publish it, do whatever you want with it. So even on those recorded files, it was not there. So maybe I think there was some bug with Safari. So I went to Streamyard's website and started searching for troubleshooting solutions, and I found this article in Streamyard's FAQ session. So apparently there is a rare bug which exists in Safari. So I'll have to try testing it one more time tomorrow before I go for the final interview. And tomorrow I'm also planning to do another test with my personal assistant, and this time using 2 laptops instead of using a mobile phone. So hopefully that works. I hope Sam will be using a microphone. He is also a content creator. He has his own YouTube channel. So he will be using a microphone. I'm not sure about his camera. I haven't asked him. If you want me to ask him specific questions, you can send it over to me. So you can go to Twitter or Instagram. The handle ID is moneyisblind2, and the 2 is number 2, right? So the handle is same in both Twitter as well as Instagram. Just put in hashtag moneyisblind and I will go through your tweets. So I played back the recording that was also accessible using Voiceover. I need to check how it works in Android phones. Maybe I'll do that in another episode, and we'll update you guys on how that works. So that's what I did today. All the interview questions are set for tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes well this time, and for all upcoming interviews in this podcast. So that's it. You guys take care. Bye bye.